Think about all the packaging you touch in just one day. Your shampoo bottle, the container your lunch came in. Every single one of them has a story. Today, we're going to dig into that story and see how tiny little changes in design can make a massive positive impact on our planet.
Protecting what you love shouldn't cost the planet. That single idea, right there, is really at the heart of everything we're talking about. It's a call to completely rethink the packaging that holds all the stuff we use every single day.
So, what if packaging wasn't the enemy? What if it could actually be part of the solution? I mean, that's a pretty big question, right? And that's exactly what we're diving into.
But okay, before we get to all the cool solutions, we've got to be real about the problem. All that convenience we love so much, well, it comes with a hidden cost, a big environmental price tag that we don't really see when we're at the checkout.
And this is the scale of that cost. It's staggering. We're not talking about a small leak here. This is a flood. Millions and millions of single-use containers are fueling a huge global waste crisis. This chart really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Just look at that first bar. Packaging waste isn't just one piece of the pollution puzzle, it's one of the biggest pieces. This tells us exactly where we need to focus if we're serious about making a real difference.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem. Now let's get to the good part, the solutions. This is where we shift from looking at what is to what could be. It's all about designing our way to a much better, more sustainable future.
So the solution isn't some single magic bullet. It's really a three-part strategy. It's a complete redesign of the whole system, starting with the actual materials, totally rethinking the design, and then optimizing every single step of the journey. So first up, smarter materials. And this is way more than just swapping out one plastic for another. We're talking about really cool innovations, like polymers made from cornstarch instead of oil, or designing a bottle from just one single type of material, which makes it super simple to recycle. Every little piece is being reimagined. But here's the thing, smarter materials are just the beginning. I mean, you can have the most recyclable bottle in the entire world, but it doesn't matter one bit if it just ends up in a landfill, right? That's why we need a system that actually closes the loop. You've probably heard this term before, circular economy. And at its core, it's a really simple but kind of radical idea. What if we designed waste out of the system, completely? Instead of use it once and toss it, we keep those valuable resources in play for as long as we possibly can. And this slide shows the difference perfectly. For decades, we've been living in this linear model. You take resources, you make something, and then you create waste. The circular model just flips that whole idea on its head. It's a simple loop. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's just a much smarter way to think about things. So what does this look like in the real world? Well, it looks like programs where materials are collected and put right back into making new stuff. It's those refill stations you see at the store, or containers you can actually send back. It means brands working directly with recyclers to make sure their packaging actually gets a second life. All right, the final piece of this puzzle happens behind the scenes. Because, true sustainability isn't just about the product itself. It's about the entire operation, from the factory floor all the way to your front door. And here's a little snapshot of what that can look like. In the warehouse, it means using renewable power and smart lighting. Out on the road, it's about cleaner trucks and planning more efficient routes. Each one of these small changes adds up to a huge reduction in a company's carbon footprint. So, we have a problem, and we have a really smart three-part solution. But here's the thing. None of it works in a vacuum. A truly greener planet isn't built by just one company. It's something we all have to build together. And this is so important. Sustainability is not a solo mission. It is absolutely a shared responsibility. Real, lasting change only happens when innovative brands and conscious consumers, people like you and me, actually work together. So what can you do? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. You can vote with your wallet every single day by choosing brands that are doing the right thing. You can get involved in those refill and recycling programs we talked about, and you can just use your voice to let brands know that this stuff really matters to you. Choose packaging that cares. It really is that simple. Every time we buy something, we're making a choice. We can choose the old, disposable path, or we can choose a path that shows we actually care about the future of our planet. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you hold a package in your hand, just ask yourself, how can my next small choice create a really big impact? Because the power, it's literally in your hands.